Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya.
Namaste to Guruji and Jai Guruji to the Guru Rupi Sat Sangat. Today I'm standing here. This itself is a very big satsang. So Shukrana, Shukrana Maharaj. What can we say? I mean, Maharaj has been blessing each and every one and me a lot. So way back in 2012, there was a thought planted by Maharaj in my heart that, I wish I also had a guru in my life. And there he goes. He opens the doors of Bada Mandir. Before that, thrice, I was just almost there. Maharaj was just almost 500 meters away from me. Yet, the time was not, there. So, in 2012, July 9th, the first Savan, I was blessed to visit Bada Mandir. And what led to it was that I had chikungunya in 2010. And this friend of mine in 2012 was just mentioning how she got cured. She had a crack in her backbone. And she goes to a Chhatarpur temple, and as she enters the main hall, there is a vibration in her backbone, and there is a miracle that happened. So I was very much, wow, this is really some place to go, and maybe let me also go and try. So that's what led me there. And the very first day, the positivity was so much, and he really blessed me the very first day. So Shukrana Guruji for that. And then from 2012 till 2018, the journey was going quite smooth. He blessed me by visiting Bada Mandir every Monday and even at times on weekends for langar. I'll just mention a small satsang because that's very close to my heart. In 2017, there was a satsang in Jhansi where he called me. And I was just coming back from a holiday from Dubai, and it was impossible for me to go to that satsang. But he shows in a dream to my 13-year-old son that we are sitting in Jhansi. So when my son shared this dream with me, then I thought this is my calling. And Sangatji, when you go out of your comfort zone and do something for Maharaj, he really blesses you. I was not aware of all these things earlier, but as the time passed, he made me understand. And so the Jhansi satsang happened, and when I was heading back at Nizamuddin station, there is a cab driver who's bald, and he says, okay, I'll take 700 to drop you home. And I never knew at that time the concept of 13, 7. So I said, jo bhi kuch hai, because it's like 1:30 at night. So I just took that cab. And then throughout, I'm sitting and doing the job, and I'm like, agar to ye Guruji hai, even then I'm scared. And if he's not, even then I'm scared. Somehow I reached my home. And then after 1 year, I was sitting in Empire Estate, and this Swaroop just outside the kitchen started talking to me telepathically. And Guruji said that, he gave me this very strong thought that, I was the one who came that day. So why do you worry? I'm always there with you. And that goes for each one of us. He's there with each and every one. It's just his timing and when he shows his presence. So in 2018, something happened in my life around March where I was really going through a lot, and suddenly things started falling apart. And that was the time I felt where to go and what to do. I had sleepless nights. And then a friend of mine just says that, why don't you do Amrit Vela? Because, you are up the whole night. So I said, okay. So from August 2018 till December, he blessed me with Amrit Vela one-on-one I used to just lit the jyot at 3 at night and just sit with him, not knowing anything and not like associating with any sangat. It was just Maharaj and me. And then being a Delhi girl, like, you know, born and brought up there, so I knew a lot of my friends and all. So they said, since you are doing this, why don't you do satsangs at your house? I said, listen, who will come at 3 o'clock at night? But then it was his plan and his doing. So 16 Amrit Vela satsangs happened, where Sangat started coming, and he was blessing each one of them. And then comes 2019, that a couple of things happened. My father-in-law suddenly passed away, and then Guruji just packed us out of India. Overnight, we were been, like, you know, sent out. That was a blessing. It didn't seem at that time. So August 2019, I was out, and there was like no satsangs, no sangat. And it's like 5 years, I am just on my own, just with Maharaj. Somehow it's like what he says, or we hear that, you know, total surrender and just do direct connection. So somehow my journey has been like that. I think it's a blessing. He's making me realize that day by day. So 2019, from August till December, I was like just doing again, like, you know, one-on-one time spent with Maharaj. But this led to a lot of loneliness and depression deep inside. And in 2020, January, I reached a stage where suicidal thoughts started coming in my mind. And I was like, and I used to go for walks, like, you know, 1 hour walk, and just look up in the sky and just talk to Maharaj. And I clearly remember that day, you know, he blessed me because he had put those thoughts in my mind. I don't have the capacity to even think that much, but, you know, he wanted to choose me as a vessel. So he had put these thoughts in my mind, and I, looking up in the sky, said, कि Guruji, या तो मुझे आप उठा लो, और या फिर make me so much worthy that, you know, I can do seva, simran, and maybe, like, you know, I get connected to Sangat worldwide. And when I leave this earth, I'm known as your sevadar. Like, you know, we can't do anything for him. हमारी क्या औकात है, मेरी क्या औकात है, that I can do anything for him. But that pure bhav was there, that I want to dedicate my each and every breath of my life in your lotus feet. And I want to get connected to those sangat who have spent time with you. So he was just listening from January till March 2020. I kept on talking to the sky, and during this time, he connected me to my friend who suggested that, you know, you have Shiv Puran with you in your house. Why don't you talk to that Granth? Because every holy book has life in it. So just hold it near your heart and just start talking to the Granth. So without using my brain, as they say that, you know, don't use your brain. So I just started doing that. Or kab it just led into my life. Maharaj had to bless me. During this time, the pandemic started, and he also blessed me with watching Devon Ke Dev Mahadev, because that episodes really changed my life. It was like a live Shiv Puran I was watching. And then he blessed me with the Seva and Simran, what I had actually asked for. 2020 was all about that in my life. It was like, you know, 16 to 18 hours of Seva Simran was happening. It's just that when I used to go to sleep, I was... So the thought came that, you know, I am still young, I have 2 boys, why am I going so much deep into the spirituality? This is not the thing, but मेरे दिल को चैन सिर्फ तभी मिलता था when I used to be in bani or like hearing satsangs or doing some kind of seva, like a Zoom seva and all this. He connected me to a lot of sangat, worldwide, old sangat, new sangat, and it was all his blessings. So in 2020 October, we were hosting a Zoom session, and one old sangat just said from the like other side that, you know, okay, now just Smiley will talk. I was like, maybe he's talking to someone, but he was referring to me. And that's how Maharaj gave me that name. But he always gives a validation. So like, you know, 3 people like over the time validated it, just calling me randomly that, you know, Maharaj had said that this is my Smiley. She always smiles because she has so many problems in her life, yet she always has a smile. And I was in my heart of heart, Maharaj, mujhe to, I am going through a lot, you know, I cannot do this. This seva that maybe you are giving me to smile always, this is very difficult. Any which ways, so when 21 came, so he was preparing me for something big ahead. And so the health karma came in front of me. And 21, a Kuwait Sangat just passed a Zoom link. And out of Seva Bhav, I just forwarded to a few Sangat, not knowing that that message was for me. And I just happened to join that. It was a health awareness talk on breast cancer. And I, being a very health conscious person, going for walks and watching my diet, and always been like last 20 years, always been on my toes regarding the health. So it was like, it can't be me. And any which ways, to cut it short, like, you know, this led to, I could recognize some symptoms which I was having. So I went to the ultrasound, and there they said that it's absolutely fine, but still we recommend you just meet a surgeon. When I went to the surgeon, she said, I think you must go for a mammography, and then that led. And when I came out, the doctor said, just sit down. I think you have cancer. I was like, what are you saying? It's not possible. This can't happen to me. And then they said, okay, we'll do a biopsy. So my doctor said that, you know, we'll just poke 2 needles. And I was very scared of needles always as a kid and till date. But like 16 needles were poked, and I was suffering for 2 weeks. I was just on the bed. There was like nobody to even give a glass of water to me. And like, even if I had to call somebody for my, like, you know, help, or like pick up the phone, it used to hurt. So Maharaj showed me that, you know, jab koi nahi hota, to it's only him. And in the difficult times, it's like nobody comes handy. It's only and only Maharaj. So this led to the thing that, you know, the biopsy report came, and my doctor said, okay, you sit down. And she said, okay, well, we have a good news. And I said, oh God, I have qualified for a miracle, so I don't have to go through a surgery. But she said, well, you have breast cancer, 1st to 2nd stage, and you'll have to go through a surgery. And there is another thing, you have a worm in your liver, so you'll have to go through a liver surgery, which is for 5 to 6 hours. So there are 2 surgeries we are looking at. I was like, ya to ye dharti phat jaye and I want to just somehow in it. Guruji, what are you doing? मतलब मेरे साथ इतने जाप सिमरन के बाद, as it was been mentioned, you should never say, but that was my learning, you know. And I was like, ये क्या हो रहा है मेरी जिंदगी में, एक के बाद एक, there is no end. Any which ways, so just happened, my husband said from the like other side that, you know, you should be thankful to your guru that, you know, he has blessed you. The bimari has just come and touched and gone. I said, but why has it happened only? My thing was just stuck, ke hua hi kyun ye? Why could I not qualify for a miracle? So, but what has to happen has to happen. And then my doctor says that, you know, okay, these are the 3 dates for the surgery. So you decide. I said, जब बकरा कटना है तो किसी भी दिन काटो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? I was in that stage. So I said, you choose the date, please. So she said, okay, well, we'll do it on 7th of July. And I had a smile on my face. I said, okay, Guruji. And then she said, okay, you choose the time also. I said, no, time also you choose. So she said, okay, we'll do at 13 hour. So, you know, Tera Saath. And Guruji had been showing throughout this health karma thing that Tera Saath, Tera Saath. And, but I was like, you know, Guruji, आप ये numbers ही मुझे दिखाते रहो, मेरे को तो miracle चाहिए. And so till the very last moment when I was lying on that, just before the surgery, I was thinking कि अभी कुछ होएगा and some miracle will happen and the surgery won't happen. But then it had to happen, what has to happen. And I was like, Guruji, ये मेरी पहला medical वो है. So I know you are there, you have chosen the date and everything, but still I want your presence. So here I go, the doctor puts her plastic cap and there were butterflies on it. So Shukrana Guruji. And then the surgery happened, and after 1 week, my doctor says that I think there is some problem in the surgery, we'll have to redo the surgery. I said, are you crazy? I mean, I cannot go through another time. So to cut it short, I mean, Maharaj blessed me and the second surgery never happened. So Shukrana Guruji. And for the liver thing, my liver doctor said, we'll put you on a heavy dose of 800 mg on a daily basis for 3 months. And then we'll see there is a 50% chance. Maybe, maybe not. So when it went by, then I was blessed. And then another miracle happened that the surgery didn't happen. So Shukrana Guruji. Also, he blessed me with no chemo, no hair fall. Shukrana, Shukrana Maharaj. So 16 radiology sessions happened, again 7. He was showing me throughout that he's holding me tight. And it was just going on. And then he sends a daughter of Maharaj, one of old Sangat, to me to stay with me for 10 days. And that was my healing, you know, because she herself is a breast cancer survivor. And that was Maharaj through what I really wanted at that time. So Shukrana Guruji, each and everything, you know, what has happened in my life, I always feel the presence of his. And then just before this, when in 2020 I had asked for the Seva Simran, so there is a connection with the US, and today I am here. When he was putting that Shiv Puran in my life, he very strongly had put the thought that, you know, Shiv Puran ka prachar karo puri world mein. So that thought was there, and 1 month it kept on coming in my mind, and I thought maybe it's my thought process, but it was him. And then he got me connected to the Sangat, and then the party group was like, you know, so he used me as a vessel. And where he said that, you know, each day you should make a platform where there is Shiv Puran reading happening, so that the Sangat can just log in at just a click of a button, and then slowly they get into the habit of reading Shiv Puran. Because even if you read 1 line in a day, even that is very blissful. That's his blessing, because usi se karam katte hain. So he blessed that, and then a lot of seva, because so this Sangat who had come, I was just talking to her, and I was like, you know, I think Maharaj used to say you should read these books, and, you know, Fakir is one of them. And she said, yeah, and I would love to read it. So September 21, he blessed us, and we launched this book club, where we have read around 15 books. We invite the old Sangat and they read the books, autobiography of a yogi. So maybe some of the books Maharaj had mentioned to some of the old Sangat to read on one-on-one. But we have just created this platform where it helps a lot of Sangat who cannot read, who can just hear. So, laws of the spirit world. It's like amazing journey which has been going on. Yeah, yeah. And then the book reading happened, and it's just that, after my breast cancer thing, another health thing came up. Like for last 2 years, I've been going through frozen shoulder, which is again suppressed like emotions. So now he's guiding me that, you should just sit in silence and just concentrate, and meditation and dhyan is the next thing. So I'm still on that journey, but he's just giving me the thought that, it would be used as a vessel to spread this light, that you have to just go in dhyan. So Shukrana Guruji, Shukrana for bringing me here today, standing and doing your ustat. We are nobody. Shukrana, Shukrana. Jai Guruji.
Thank you, Aunty, for sharing.